If you could ask for anything and you would actually get it, what would you ask for? Anything, anything in the world. There's a king. There's a story about a king who was had that very question asked to them by God. In the book of First Kings chapter 3, we see how God approaches King Solomon and he tells him, ask for whatever you want me to give you. And I really love what he asked for. It's if you know a little bit about King Solomon, he was the son of King David. King David is the same David who killed Goliath, who killed a giant. So King Solomon had some big shoes to fill when it came down to being king. And King Solomon was young. So let's look at what he asks for. It says that he said, so give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and the wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours? The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this. So God said to him, since you have asked for this and not for long life or for wealth for yourself, nor have asked for the death of your enemies, but for discernment and administering justice. I'm going to read that again because that's so powerful. He said, but for discernment and administering justice, I will do what you have asked. I will give you a wise and discerning heart, so that there will never have been anyone like you, nor there ever be. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both wealth and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings. When I was younger, I read that story and I was just so amazed by how King Solomon asked for wisdom, but he got wealth, he got long life, he was able to just get all these pluses, and that's great and all. But now that I read it, there's something else that sticks out to me, and that's how it shows us God's character. This story shows us what God values, and he values wisdom. He values justice. I love how he says here when it talks about, that he's going to give him a heart to administer justice. And God is a God of justice, and we all have a strong sense of we want to see justice in this world, and that comes from God. But if we want to do that, we have to have wisdom, right? It's really important in order to be able to discern, to have that wisdom, and wisdom is so valuable. In the book of Proverbs, it says, how much better to get wisdom than gold, to get insight rather than silver. It says that silver, that wisdom is more valuable than silver and gold. I just think that's so true. It's been true in my life. The little wisdom that I've been fortunate to have in my life has changed so many aspects of my life. So I wanna pose a challenge. I wanna pose a challenge that was posed to me today at our church service. It's called the Proverbs Challenge. Proverbs is a book that was written by our very own King Solomon, one of the wisest men that ever lived. And it's such a good book. It's full of wisdom. I wanna challenge you guys to read one chapter a day. It's perfect. It's a 1-month challenge. There's about 31 chapters in this book, and you read one chapter a day. I promise you, you will grow in your wisdom and knowledge. Billy Graham once said that I read Proverbs every single day so that I could get along with mankind, and I read Psalms every day so that I could get along with God. And I find that to be so true. So I encourage you guys, read the Proverbs every single day. Tomorrow's the 1st, so it's perfect. June 1st, let's get started on Proverbs chapter 1. If you don't have a Bible at home, or maybe you got one of those old King James versions that's like art thou shalt, and it's difficult to comprehend, you can get the free Bible app on your phone. Just look up in your Google Play Store or on your App Store, Bible app, and it'll pop up. It's the little brown one that just says Bible on it, and there's different languages, there's different versions. I personally like the NIV version, which is the New International Version. I'm kind of slow, so that one explains things very simple. It's very simple. It doesn't use big, long, complicated words. So I'm excited about that. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Take care. Love you guys.